City lights, Friday night.
Welcome to BRAINSTORM LAB, where we don't just ask questions, we change reality. And today we have a special experiment. All right, folks, here's a wild one. Imagine if artificial intelligence just never existed. Like at all. No genius ever thought, hey, what if we make computers think? Nada. Zero. Zilch. Right now, morning time, you reach for your phone and something's off. Google doesn't know you better than your best friend anymore. Netflix isn't hitting you with those oddly specific categories like dark comedy horror with a strong female lead. And your selfies? Well, they're staying exactly as tragic as they came out. And guess what? That's just the tip of the iceberg. Picture all these offices without their smart assistants, factories without AI robots, medicine without super precise diagnostics. Oh boy. Now here's where it gets juicy. Remember all that panic about AI stealing our jobs? Well, in this alternate reality, millions of people are still grinding away at tasks that smart algorithms handle nowadays. Translators fighting with every single text manually. Designers drawing everything from scratch. No Midjourney or Stable Diffusion to save the day. Rough, huh? But wait a sec. TikTok would be completely different too. No smart feed knowing you'll spend 3 hours watching people fail at cooking or cats knocking stuff off tables. Just random content chaos. Kind of boring, isn't it? And healthcare? Holy smokes, doctors would have to rely purely on experience. No supercomputers analyzing thousands of similar cases in seconds. Imagine spending days on a diagnosis that AI could spot in minutes. And here's what really blows my mind: space exploration. No advanced AI control systems, no smart trajectory calculations. Elon Musk in this reality is probably still trying to land his first rocket sideways. And you know what's hilarious? All these movies about robot uprisings would be straight-up comedies. The Terminator? Please? The most threatening thing it could do is confuse make coffee with water the plants and flood your kitchen. But Shah, let me tell you a dark secret. You know all these influencers posting 10 perfect pics a day? In a world without AI, they'd have to drum roll, learn actual photography. Can you imagine? No filters, no one-click beauty enhancement. The horror. And dating apps? Oh ho ho, that's a whole other story. No smart matching algorithms. Just swiping through profiles like it's a phone book from the 90s. Maybe that's why everyone in this reality still meets the old-fashioned way in coffee shops and bookstores. Romantic? Maybe. Efficient? Well. Now hold on to your seats, because we're diving into the holy grail of modern culture, music. In a reality without AI, we wouldn't have phenomena like Melody Mesh dropping beats in every language imaginable. But guess what? Musicians would have to write their own music. And all those late-night studio sessions trying to turn the next TikTok sensation into a star. Without auto-tune and AI voice processing, it'd be quite a show. Have you considered a career in accounting? Most common phrase at auditions. But there's a dark side to this musical paradise. Remember when you could recognize an artist from the first note? Now, thanks to AI, every other track sounds like Taylor Swift collaborating with Metallica, produced by Bach. Try figuring out what's original and what's a clone. Let's peek into a regular day without AI. Morning. Your smart speaker isn't smart anymore. It's just a speaker. The alarm goes off and your groggy "hey, what's the weather like?" is met with dead silence. Guess we're back to sticking our heads out the window like cavemen, getting ready for work. But your navigator isn't warning about traffic or suggesting alternate routes anymore. Should we try the back streets? Becomes relevant again. And taxi drivers? Oh, they're back to being the kings of the road, knowing every alley like the back of their hand. But the real nightmare awaits at the office. Remember those endless emails with typos? Without AI spell check, they're back like a bad dream. Dear colleagues, please find attached fill and no autocorrect to save you. And social media? That's a whole different ballgame. No smart algorithm serving you cat videos exactly when you're feeling down. You'd have to hunt for mood-lifting content yourself. Imagine scrolling through your feed manually, like it's 2010. And here's the irony: in a world without AI, this video wouldn't exist either. No auto-generated subtitles, no smart audio processing. Even the editing would have to be done manually, frame by frame. Just like the good old days. And picture this for a second. All these millions of people who now ask AI how to make pasta or how to tie a tie would have to call their parents. Family communication levels skyrocket. Maybe there's something to that. Now, folks, here's the real kicker. Imagine future movies, or well, present movies, but without AI. All those special effects. Back to cardboard props and a guy in a green suit pretending to be a dragon. Avatar without AI would look like a high school play with people painted blue. But here's what really messes with your head. Our future. All this talk about Mars colonization, flying cars, and robot waiters. In a world without AI, that'd all stay in the Jetsons comics. Best we could hope for? A slightly better alarm clock. Maybe even with radio. But you know what? Maybe a world without AI wouldn't be all bad. People looking into each other's eyes instead of screens. Grandmas becoming the go-to experts for recipes again, not Google. And somewhere in a parallel universe, people still writing actual letters on paper. Still, aren't we glad our world took a different path? Because let's be honest, who's ready to go back to memorizing phone numbers or reading paper maps while driving? And while you're watching this video, somewhere out there, artificial intelligence is figuring out how to make our lives even easier. Maybe it's inventing teleportation right now? Or at least trying to solve the mystery of disappearing socks in the laundry? Who knows? Maybe in the next video we'll explore a world where AI got too smart. But that's a whole different story. Reality is full of surprises, isn't it? See you in the next BRAINSTORM Lab experiment.
La vie n'est qu'un jeu, un poème. Chaque jour est une fête. Grâce à toi, mon